Ang situs of taxation ay isa sa mga inherent limitations ng taxation power. So ito yung powers limited only to persons, property, business within its jurisdiction or territory. Itong particular na line na ito ay makikita din natin dyan ito doon sa definition ng taxation dito na yung taxation is only applied or imposed or the burdens upon the subjects or objects within its jurisdiction. Okay? So this is ang ginamin dito is yung territory. Now, I would like to emphasize na pagdating sa territory, we are not only referring that to a geographical limitation of the territory. Kasi nga, even beyond the territory of the Philippines, yung pagkokolekta ng tax, yung mga subjects that were earned outside the Philippines are still subject to tax. So, mayroon yung mga batas at mayroon yung mga justifications kung bakit ganon. And number one, ang solid justification talaga dyan is because of the protection benefit or benefit protection theory or rule. Na hanggang to the extent that the government can provide protection to you as a taxpayer to all your activities even outside the Philippines, you owe something to the government because of that. So, ibig sabihin, saklaw pa rin yun ng batas ng tax, yung pagkokolekta ng tax, kahit na nandun yan sa labas ng Pilipinas dahil sa protection na ibinibigay ng Philippine government sa iyo. Okay? Kasi pag wala yan, pwede kang abusuhin ng ibang state or ng government or foreigner. Ito yung mga factors that determine the status of taxation. Una, classification of the tax being levied. Income tax. So, alam natin pag halimbawa, ikaw ay resident citizen, pag resident citizen, RC, in and out yan of the Philippines. Okay? Again, because of that benefit. Now, bakit sir pag halimbawa, pag non-resident citizen, so wala siya sa Pilipinas, hindi siya resident, bakit yung nandun lang sa Pilipinas yung earnings? Now, we don't have any control when it comes to the way how the legislative body see on it. Kasi sila lang yung may full discretion pagdating kung ano yung magiging subject na tax at ano yung classification. Kung ano yung mag-fall dyan. Basta, they are just following kung ano yung mga limitations na may provide ng Constitution at saka ng inherent limitations. So, as long as they are abiding those, then yung legislative body, they have the full discretion kung ano yung mga subject at ano yung classification nila, etc. Dito naman, ang isa naman dito is yung situs of the thing. Okay. So, pagdating sa property tax, we cannot impose property tax outside the territory. Now, ang mapapansin mo dito, sa bawat klase ng tax, mayroon silang kanya-kanya na situs, yung place of taxation. Kumbaga, hindi mo ma-apply yung outside the Philippines pagdating sa property tax. Kasi ano na yon, outside, kumbaga doon na yon sa ibang bansa. So, property tax kasi is yung ownership. So, kung mayroon kang ownership doon, you are paying your property tax doon sa gobyerno ng ibang bansa. Yung citizenship naman, o yun, magmamatter yun. Yung RC, so yung alien, kung citizen, alien, kahit, halimbawa, resident citizen versus resident alien, pag resident alien, dito lang talaga yan within the Philippines. Pag citizen, that is in and out. Residence of the taxpayer, so yun nga, magmamatter doon. And the source of the income tax, yan. Okay, in ba yan or out? And okay, ito, mayroon tayong mga ano dito, yung reciprocity clause na halimbawa, yung non-resident corporation, non-resident non-resident foreign corporation, if if they are receiving dividend from the Philippines, from the Corporation of the Philippines, tapos yung most of that income, halimbawa nakaka-receive sila ng dividend dito, galing sa resident corporation. So, makikita mo, itong mga foreign corporation, dividend lang yung ni-receive nila. Pero, kahit na hindi sila dito, pero ang source ng kanilang income is nandito sa Pilipinas, taxable pa rin sila. Kasi ang source ng income is nandito. Ang operation ng resident corporation is nandito sa Philippines. That's why, whatever dividend that they are receiving from the RC, resident corporation, they have to pay the equivalent tax of that. Number 6, sa CETUS, ito naman, yung mga pag-exercise, let's say, example dito, yung mga franchise. Ang franchise, ang kanyang CETUS ay nandito sa kung saan ma-exercise yung kanyang franchise na right. Kung saan yun ma-exercise, doon yung CETUS ng taxation pagdating dito. Yun. Okay? Now, ito yung mga application pagdating sa CETUS of taxation. So, depende sa tax. So, as I said earlier. So, ito, example, kind of tax. Number 1, personal or community. Ito is dito lang talaga ito sa Pilipinas at saka para sa mga resident dito sa Pilipinas. Kung nakaabot ka ng 6 months, you can pay the community tax. But in here, non-payment of the community tax, according sa Constitution, renders no imprisonment. Okay? Pagdating sa real property tax, sa location niya, Lex Ray City, so ito lang ay nandito lang sa Pilipinas kung saan siya nakalocate. Yun lang yung taxable sa RPT. Pagdating naman dito sa personal property tax, sa mga tangible, ang sabi daw dito where the physical location or permanently kept. So, doon sila magiging taxable. Pagdating naman sa intangible, it will follow kung saan yung tao na yon nagmamayari ng intangible. However, for some other, that's the general rule. Pero ang mga exceptions, kahit na nandito ka sa Pilipinas, tapos yung mayroon kang franchise, pero that is exercisable only doon sa Japan, that is only taxable. Ang kanyang status or yung kanyang location ay may tuturing lang na nandun sa Japan, hindi sa Pilipinas. So, ganun yon. Kumbaga, kung saan siya pwedeng ma-exercise, doon yung kanyang status of taxation. Now, halimbawa, if you have certificates of stock, pero naka-deposit siya, nakatago siya sa Bank of America, pero issued siya dito sa corporation domestic corporation, ang location doon ay hindi sa Amerika, kundi sa Pilipinas. Kasi nga, that particular stock kasi was executed dito sa Pilipinas and only exercisable only dito sa Pilipinas. Ito namang business tax, ang kanyang CETUS naman is yung place of the business. Mapansin nyo na bakit wala tayong VAT na kinokolekta pag halimbawa yung consumption is outside the Philippines. So, yun yung mga justification or logical explanation. Bakit pag i-export yung isang product na vatable dito sa Pilipinas, magiging zero-rated siya. Kasi nga, ang kanyang final consumption ay nandoon sa labas ng Pilipinas. So, hindi na siya maging vatable. Itong excise or privilege where the act is performed. Yon. Kung saan ka or na-exercise yon, then that's the location where we can treat that one as the CETUS of taxation. Okay? Kung saan siya na-perform or yung occupation na pursue. Sa sales tax naman, ganun din yung sa business tax kanina. Income tax is yon. So, depende sa citizenship, residence, at saka source ng income. Transfer tax, residence or citizenship or location of the property. Okay? So, consider natin, remember doon sa mga estate tax na pag resident citizen, ganun pa rin in and out. Okay, pag yun yung ang namatay na predecessor. So, lahat ng kanyang properties will be in and out of the Philippines are subject to estate tax. Sa franchise naman, as I said, kung which was granted or exercised dito ha, ito yung ano. So, yun yung kanyang pagbabasihan. Ganon din yung patent. Okay? Patent, so hindi lang franchise ito, patent, copyright, ganon din sila. Okay? The same yung kanilang treatment. Ang corporate tax is law on corporation kung saan, well, dito naman, yung resident or domestic corporation is always in and out. Okay? In and out yan. So, meron tayong domestic corporation at meron tayong foreign corporation. So, we just tax foreign corporation if they're doing business here. Okay? In the Philippines. Okay? Yun lang yung ano natin sa foreign corporation. Pero pag halimbawa, if they're not doing, they are only taxable to the extent of the passive income that they receive coming from the Philippines.